Hi, kitty. How's it going? Say hi. What's up, guys? James Palms here. March 3rd today. Glorious day. Might seem crazy to you in the south, but in the north here, it is only 46 degrees, but full blazing sun. And yes, I am wearing shorts and a t-shirt. I'm sitting in this alcove of southwestern facing my backyard here around 3 o'clock. So it's about 46, so about 8 Celsius. So you can sit here in the sun, fully blocked from the wind. When you're in full sun, it does feel lovely with it on your skin. So it is tolerable. Might seem crazy if you're from the south, being, oh my god, 46 degrees sitting outside. Yeah, it's not even 50 degrees. But of course, in the spring, it does feel lovely. If this was the fall, you would be frozen to death. But anyways, just decided to have a Bud Light in the sun and take you around. Got home from work early. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm gonna take you around and take a look at some of the palm trees here in the backyard in southern Ontario, Canada. Here, yeah, we're not far from Toronto. The only snow I got left is where I piled it up in huge, giant piles, and it is melting quickly after this warm week we've had. And you can't tell from here, but some of the grass is starting to green up actually a little bit. So won't be long, and the magnolia will be flowering, and the palms will be out. Spring is basically here. It's not here yet, but it is not far off, and I can start uncovering some of the palm trees because we'll be having just some cold nights that they can handle. So spectacular day today, though. It was unfortunately I had to work most of it, but I got some more days coming up. Should be getting into the 50s and maybe even 60s towards the end of the week. So let's open these up quickly and come along with me. Take a look here for beginning of March and sort of spring unveiling. Listen to all the birds. I don't know if you can hear them, but there's birds everywhere chirping. This is what spring is about. The crocuses are going to be coming up any day now. This will be exciting. So it's probably one of my favorite times of the year because it leads into summer. Summer, of course, is my favorite time of the year, but might have to get a new fire pit here. This is embarrassing now. The winter, really, I've never once covered this. The winters are starting to have their toll on it. It just sits right there. This is like a concrete top on here, and it definitely does not like the summer or the winter sun and wind, water and ice. The kitty doesn't mind it though. Don't you, Harley? Say hi. You're famous. Did you know that? All right. Let's look at this. Water's looking good. I might jump in here in a minute too. I got my pool heater there. I just got the gas guy to come by the other day and run a gas line for my pool heater. 150,000 BTUs. So that should heat my water up nicely. Let's open these up. Let's get to it. So before we get too much into it here, guys, these are some seedlings that a squirrel or something planted. There's 3 plants there. Actually, this is one beside it. You can see there's actually another. There's 2 palms there. These are trackies that a squirrel planted. There's actually 3 plants there. Actually, might even be a 4th one back there. Yeah, there is a 4th one right there. I forgot how many were here. I put some insulation over these. So there's another one there. So I put this little styrofoam circle over top of them, and then I put some mulch over it, and I put this bucket over it. So just a flower pot. So this looks like they've made it, if I could tell. I mean, we're definitely long past. These actually did see like -6 or -7. Now, some people would say, well, they're getting warmth from the side of your foundation of your house, which might be true. They might be getting a bit, but I don't have a basement, so it's not like there's a warm area down there. That's a crawl space, and it's ventilated, so it's the same temperature as outside. So it isn't actually getting residual heat like from a hot basement, putting off heat into the soil here. So that's not actually the case. I wouldn't think it's getting too much. So I'm assuming if you were to have smaller plants and you were to mulch them enough, that they would definitely make it through the winters here. We didn't. Now, of course, this was quite a mild winter, but I just thought I'd show you that. It looks like these guys made it, so I opened this up just to take a peek at them. And I'm going to leave them uncovered because I think we got a little mild stint of weather coming up. So I'm going to leave these uncovered and see what they can take and see if they start growing. This will be cool to see. So I got all of them open. So there's all the little palms down there. Looks like all my seedlings made it. There's even a new one there I can see. It's hard to tell because it's like skinny and yellow. But yeah, looks like all the little seedlings made it. And from what I can tell, this palm here did not miss a single beat. So right to the tips. It's hard to see. I'm really bending on a weird angle, but nevertheless, maybe you can see there. It's looking really good. Sorry about the shaky camera work. It's looking really good. That one is looking perfect. There's only one thing in this whole backyard. This looks really good too. The only thing concerning in the whole backyard, and I don't think it's a big deal, but right in here, this palm here looks like it's been growing a little bit. I see a little bit of yellowing and it looks like it's pushed. I see one little dark mark on this one spear on that side. Just right there, a little dark strip. So I dumped some hydrogen peroxide down there. I don't think it's a big deal. Maybe it's just from dark and moisture and stuff. Tugging on the spear, it certainly isn't going to come. I certainly think the palm is perfectly alive and doing well. But this frond, when it comes out, it might be a little disfigured. There's another fresh-looking spear. This one's trying to open, and there's another fresh-looking spear right there. The way I can find out, though, if there has been any damage that will slow it down or anything, is I can unplug that thermal cube and plug in these Christmas lights and just let it get hot in here. And as soon as it gets warm in here, then you'll notice the spear moving. I can make a little mark with a pencil and you'll notice the spear moving. So I might do that, but these leaves look great. I took all the burlap off this so we can get a good look at it. This is the first time I've looked at it the whole year. All the fronds look great though. I don't see any problem. I mean, there's obviously a little dark mark there, but it could be a little something. I don't know, fungus or just from having it in the dark, but nevertheless, I'm sure it's fine. I'll get in here and look at this guy. It's hard to tell on the camera, but you can see the white side of the underside of the leaf. This palm looks perfect, absolutely gorgeous, right to the tip of every frond. I have no complaints about this one. How it came out perfect, 100% dry, just feels nice, dry, warm, and shady, and not too hot. Absolutely everything is exactly the way I wanted to see, which is great with these boxes. That's why I like the box. It's really dry. And I noticed when I was feeling in there you can see it. So that shows you this one's growing already. That's one of its flowers. I don't know. There's probably another one right around here. I haven't felt it, but this one flowers on cue every year. I didn't feel around on the female. I can't really fully get into there, so I won't know for sure till the spring, till I get these boxes off if that one did flower or not. But this guy here is flowering already, so good sign. It's looking good, growing great. Feels nice and warm and beautifully dry in here. No fungus, no nothing like that. It's what you don't want to see, any moisture or fungus. That's why that little dark spot was a little concerning, but I honestly think it's nothing. I have seen it before on other palms, a little dark spot, but it just pushes it out. So you got one ratty palm leaf here, but the bulk of this is growing, so it's pushed out another frond and opened, since I'm trying not to get ripped open here as I'm going in this crown. So that frond pushed up and opened. Then this frond pushed up and it's trying to open right now beside me here. And they're green. They're light green, should I say. They're like yellowing. And here's the center. You got about 4 or 5 in here. I got giant hands. You can see the size of the spear of the fronds there. So there's like 5 all in there, and it's rock solid. It's pushing like crazy. So it's got another one here about to open. You can see the end of it there. And another one there you can see about to open right there with my finger. And another one right at the bottom there. So I can see at least 3 there ready to open that are in here that are ready to, as soon as you get the wind and sun on that, they'll open up and kiss. But it's a little dark here because I'm in the shade of the pines now. I took a little bit to get some of these open, but here's how it's looking anyways. This Mexican fan palm doing amazing. So this one here too, I don't use a thermal cube on this guy. I just plug in the lights and I monitor it a little better with the temperature sensor. I don't actually plug in a thermal cube. I just leave them on, so the lights kind of keep it a little consistently more warm. And the small one, I know the thermal cubes work a lot better. On the bigger boxes, sometimes you can get some difference in temperature. So that's why I was doing it with this one. But I think it works pretty good, and I don't think, pardon me, I think I might do that with the other one next year as well. With my smaller one, I might just keep it plugged in. The washies seem to like a consistent temperature. They just keep the same temperature. If it's 5 degrees, whatever it is, and they just seem to love it. So that's how it's looking anyways. Yeah, the sun went behind those trees. It does in this time of the afternoon and this time of the year. But it breaks through. Once you get into the summer, of course, it peaks above them, but ooh, I'm gonna fall on my ladder here. So I was looking at the palmetto a little more. You can see some really nice growth in there. It's trying to open a frond in there. It's got green there, it's got green here. I can even see the back of this one is all perfectly green. it actually looks like, I took a good close look and it looks like it's just the one frond. So just one frond died on here. I lost it, pardon me, I lost it, I think, just due to dryness, just due to lack of humidity. These things like a lot of humidity. So everything else looks perfect. I believe it's growing absolutely great. So we're going to, maybe I'll crank up the heat soon on this one, take that burlap off and throw an LED in there to give me a little bit of growth as the season starts to perk up here. Just fire that up and get it growing a little bit quicker. I did that last year and it pushed out a full frond in the probably 3-week span before I took the box down, just to keep a lot of extra warmth in there. And I just run the Christmas lights and that gets it extra warm inside there. Of course, on the sunny days, it'll get probably over 25 degrees in here. So right now it'll only get maybe 10 or something if it's only 4 or 5 degrees out, whatever Celsius that is. So, but as we get into the, oh, I'm missing a screw here. As we get into the warmer months here, I can give it a little extra heat and let it try to start warming up and let it start knowing that it's going to wake up and start growing, and then we'll get her out in the full sun. So sorry about this. Anyways. All right, guys. Well, see you later. Sorry about that. I forgot. I got busy. I forgot to finish up the video here, but I showed you all the palms today through the weekday. That's rare that I get that done. Nightfall has reared its head now, so but I figured I would just say bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. More updates, boxes will be coming down soon, and we'll get to see these beautiful palms growing. Thanks for watching. Later.